Welcome back to another training video. In this video, we're going to go through one of the best features that FairPath has just at its core, and that's the AI agent Amy as an assistant to help you no matter what you're trying to do inside of FairPath. Amy is a safe, explainable, and most importantly, an auditable AI agent that lives within FairPath and is trained on the data that lives inside of FairPath for each patient. To access Amy, underneath our test patient here, I click on the Amy button at the top next to the timer. And as I pull up Amy, I get a brief message about how Amy can function and how it can work. So Amy really is your complete assistant when it comes to remote care operations. So I can use Amy for a variety of different things. So to demonstrate some of the functionality and some of the use cases, so let's type in a command. Give me a patient summary. And as you can see, it processes the request. And here's the basic patient summary demographics, as well as the program enrollment, active conditions, care plan, key issues and gaps going on right now with this patient, the last visit, and then any follow-up needs. You can easily copy and paste this to a different screen if you need to, or reconcile it within another system. So let's take another example. Show me what APCM items are still pending. Again, this patient is a test APCM patient, so they're currently enrolled. And these are the items that are still pending. Again, this helps you with that documentation and attestation requirements. Simple, easy, straightforward as far as a checklist of what things that you still need to perform. And for yet another example, let's say I wanted to draft a note for today about this patient. So I'll type in draft a note for today, hit enter, and then as you can see, we have a curated CCM and APCM progress note. You have chronic conditions, objectives, assessments, and a plan, and then time spent today on what you should prioritize. And for a final example, let's say we need to draft a professional and concise message to the patient to send via SMS text. So prepare a text message to the patient. Beautiful. So here's a dynamic text message that we can send out to the patient that's professional, sharp, and congruent with some of the care plan focus for this specific patient. Remember that everything associated with Amy, I'm going to minimize this window. Anything associated with Amy is trained on this specific patient. So when I ask Amy a question or ask her to do a task, it's only going to reference relevant information for this specific patient. Whether that's past text messages, patient conditions, readings and events, and of course the care plan, and then the clinical summary. Now, opening Amy back up, we actually still have our history of interactions with Amy for this patient. And then I can click the maximize button here to just have a conversation with Amy. So minimizing this screen again, I really want to reinforce that Amy is a window into agentic AI capabilities associated with a safe, explainable, and most importantly, an auditable system that's always on guardrails and never exposes information to anything outside of the FairPath platform. And we are constantly refining, auditing, and upgrading Amy at regular intervals. So this has been a basic overview. Amy is there to help you with all of your clinical questions, and she can be a very good assistant for you as you expand your remote care programs. Thank you very much for using FairPath, and we'll see you in the next video.